Welcome to the Questionbeastpodcast, the podcast to put on while waiting for the round timer to finish after losing to Mono Red in under 5 minutes at your F&M. I'm James, and I'm here with Dan.
Hello.
To answer your Burning Magic the Gathering questions. Should we just get going straight out the gate?
Yeah.
We love to just...
Yeah, fuck it. How are you? Doesn't matter. Don't care.
Don't care. Yeah.
You showed up at my house. Don't care how you are.
And there's no point in us saying, how are you doing, everybody out there, because you can't talk back to us. This isn't a call-in show, so... You know?
No, and now I'm just getting horrible ideas of actually having a live call-in show.
Yeah, well, we need an audience first.
It's just someone who starts blasting like extracts of like Mein Kampf down the mic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Your call-in show sounds like a Dota lobby, like open mic Russian hard baits. You're like, oh, great question. Like, great question, thanks for calling in. And then we talk about Magic the Gathering after that somehow. Yeah, great. Okay, anyway, yes. Let's go.
Sure.
Give us the question.
Question number 1. Yo beasts, not misters. I like building fun and thematic decks that do something a little different or have a restriction. The problem is I find myself drawn to pet cards that are often considered too strong, and despite not doing much, I find myself targeted because I often end up dead on board before I have the chance to do anything.
Okay.
How do I make some fun decks for me whilst communicating I'm not a threat when I want to run Atraxa Group Hug or VV additional combat steps?
Okay.
Let's take this at face value.
All
right. Please help me have fun without losing on turn 6. Cowering timidly, Norin the Wary.
Okay. I mean, as soon as we give you your answer, you'll just go to exile, won't you? How do I play Atraxa Super Friends?
No, it's a group hug.
Without
was it the Atraxa Group Hug? Like they wanted a 4-color commander.
Oh, okay.
It's the VV additional combat steps thing, which is the huge flailing red flag on top of the city of Stalingrad. Come on, man, what's going on here? Like, I want to take additional combat steps. You mean you want to kill people with combat damage and end the game?
Yeah.
Then you're gonna get your stuff later.
Look, I just play there's that red card and plus Kiki Jiki that lets you take infinite combat steps or whatever.
Which one? It's like Kiki Jiki plus. I took Kiki Jiki out my cube. I accidentally went infinite with everything. It was in the first draft. Within the first 2 drafts, it had gone infinite in 3 different situations. Out the cube.
Yeah, rough.
Yeah, Kiki Jiki's fucked up.
He does, yeah. He does.
That 5-mana 2/2 is actually real fucking spooky.
Do you have Splinter Twin in your cube still, or not?
No.
Or is there's no twin? Yeah, okay.
I didn't want combat. We're detracting from the point.
Sorry, yeah. Well, are we? Because this person is. If
you're gonna play infinites, just like be okay with losing, or like just not getting your infinite combo.
They did additional combat steps, so maybe not infinite combat steps.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, I mean, if you're
taking an additional combat step, it's not spooky if you only have like a 3/6 VV or whatever. Thing.
I feel like Cooler. I always say Cooler, even though they're writing in, but you know what I mean. I feel like the threats might be coming from inside the house a little bit on this one. This might be one where you kind of have to maybe look inside yourself a little bit and go like, look. It's a little bit small bean syndrome. A little bit. There's a hint of that to me, where it's like, oh, I'm not doing anything like particularly. I just want to attack with my.
It's just a scoop mob.
Yeah, it's just a harmless little guy, like all that kind of little guy syndrome. As our friend Josh likes to say, though, small beans die first. So you might be experiencing the outcome of that. Like, I don't know. I think there are certain commanders, aren't there, that definitely people see and are just like, beep, 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 target acquired. Like, you kind of, like, for example, Breya, I have to very much be like, it's Thopters, guys,
The best part is the Breya PTSD is from like almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not even a good commander anymore.
But people will still just be like, oh, that's definitely, they're just
I think it's the same way Atraxa Super Friends is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because like, there's a million other commanders you can play that do the same job as Atraxa. Atraxa is just a 4/4 with a bunch of she just proliferates at your end step. She just has like 4 keywords. It's like flying, vigilance, death touch, lifelink, I think.
Yeah.
And then proliferate end step.
Yeah, right.
She's not actually that scary. It's the card you put in the deck.
Well, I was just looking if they said Atraxa Group Hug, and they definitely did. Surely.
The one from the new Phyrexian set, the 7-mana one.
Oh, the one that just like flop into play, draw
Everyone's
15 cards.
favorite reanimation target for all of 3 months.
Yeah.
Before it hasn't seen any play since then.
Like, I think, if you're like, I'm doing group hug, there's probably other stuff in those colors that you could do group hug with. If you want to play a group hug deck, I don't feel like Atraxa lends itself to like an actual group hug experience.
It could just be because you're playing those colors. I think you, like, in the Atraxa example, either Atraxa, it doesn't matter. Just say that it's not actually a Super Friends deck. It's just group hug. I just wanted a commander with access to these colors. I own this one. What are the other ones you could have? Like a Niflheim?
Yeah.
You remember those cards?
Yeah, the Nef.
Or like some random partner combo. And every time I see someone playing partners, I'm like, this folk's up to some shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, so
Again,
like the rock, the rock eyebrow,
Partners, I feel like, I don't know why, but I often associate the partnery commanders with like CDH. You know what
because I say traditionally, because there's like the Weaver one and the Merfolk one.
Thrasios and Timna, I think.
Yeah, which is like for a while was the 4-color soup CDH deck.
Yeah. 4-color pod, like pile. Oh no, it's pod. They're not. Oh yeah, it's got green. It's got green
with some form of like Thassa's Oracle combo as far as I'm aware.
As my understanding of CDH is, it is literally just 40,000 different ways to crowbar Thassa's Oracle into your deck and dump your library into your graveyard somehow.
Or some other like, I'm just going to cheat this 2 to 3 mana win condition into play.
Yep.
Throw everyone's magic and just win.
Yeah. So, how do you? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I am of the opinion that there are just some commanders that are going to get you a big target acquired sticker on your head, and I suppose it also depends on if you're playing with randoms, right? Because I can understand from a randoms perspective, you sit down, someone whips out Attraction, you're just like, oh, here we fucking go again, and they're like, oh no, don't worry about my one. It's like the last 10 guys also said, don't worry about my Atraxa Super Friends, it's fine,
Been in that situation many a time, unfortunately.
Right, I'll whip out my nice Atraxa deck and the whole table's dead on turn 4 or whatever. So
no, they just can't play anything other than creatures, dude. It's not that bad.
It's like, oh, my spells
and they're casting a Wrath every turn of the game.
Yeah. Like, so I think step 1 is, maybe just changing commanders. If your deck is actually not as that scary, right, that you're claiming to be, you're claiming that's the case, dear listener, maybe it is just the case that you switch the commander out and people don't have that to something a little bit more niche, a little bit more hipster, like our friend just making the Balmor deck. Nobody's ever heard of it. Actually, pretty good.
Sorry, is that a card?
Balmor is Matt's commander, the 2-mana one that's like, the Izzet one that's just like, I do nothing, make 10 tokens, you fucking die.
Get out the pen and paper.
Yeah, literally start doing a napkin math. Yeah. But like, I think maybe you have to just pick a different commander to pilot the same deck that is not gonna put the same target on your head,
It's quite a lot of options. Actually, are that many options for 4-color commanders these days? I still think weirdly enough, there are too many and not enough. You could just play a random 5-color commander and just say the commander isn't important.
Yeah.
I would say play Golos, but I think Golos is banned.
He might be, which is kind of wild.
Random.
Even that.
I imagine he was just like, oh, I'm playing 5-color suit, but that's not the problem of 5-color commanders or Golos. That's the problem of like, mana is too good now.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. So I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of like, I think there's enough options. Again, you could like partner pick a couple of partners that do the yeah. Howdy, partner. Did they actually do partner in the Cowboy set?
They missed out there, didn't they?
Yeah,
all
easy
the commander
win.
decks should have been partner decks.
Hire me, wizards. I can.
Dude, that would have been so good.
Yeah. I could do this job. It's a piece of piss. Go in, cancel every Universes Beyond set, and then just make a bunch of shitty jokes. They already do. Some
Go back to Cowboy Land.
Yeah. Return to Thunder Junction. The good, the bad, and the unplayable. Like
that shit got really shit on for some reason. It wasn't a great set.
It wasn't
a bad set.
Thunder Junction set. I think it was just another one of those like ones that was. It just the vibe was a bit odd, kind of like race car set, like Mario Kart.
I don't think they set themselves up to win, to
Magic.
be fair. One of the things that kind of annoys me is they came up with this Omen Paths concept, right? Of being like, okay, we're going to basically de-spark like 80% of Planeswalkers. We're going to do a whatever that old Magic event was, round 2.0, and just get rid of most Planeswalkers. And instead, we're just going to let some planes be connected by weird magic paths. I'm like, oh, that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with that? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have everyone go to a new plane with no one in it, and we'll get them to wear cowboy hats. I'm like, well, why maybe just do a couple of planes a link to here, and then you can have the weird overlap between, I don't know, Ixalan and Ravnica, and
Is it supposed
those
to
two
be
cultures meshing together.
Is there supposed to be a like central hub where they all connect to?
Ravnica's supposed to be the central hub of the universe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's why it's meant to be the place where everything happens, is because. So in old Planeswalking, I don't know if this is still the case, because I tuned out of the lore around the point at the end of the War of the Spark, given how bad it was.
Right. Yeah.
So originally, you couldn't go from A to anywhere. You had to go along the two planes that were connected.
Right. Okay.
So, but Ravnica was conveniently linked to more planes than most things.
Right. Okay.
So you could go straight from Ravnica to Zendikar, for example.
Okay.
Or Ravnica to Innistrad.
Cool. It was like
But
a little central.
you couldn't necessarily go from Innistrad to. You probably could go from Innistrad to Zendikar, because I imagine Sorin didn't take like a really long trip around to fuck up Nahiri's shit, and vice versa.
This is very cringe, but it's reminding me of Kingdom Hearts, because they have a similar thing where they have like a world that is like kind of a hopping off point for
a
like
central hub where you can go out and do quests from.
If your world gets destroyed, like for whatever reason, you tend to end up kind of getting like dumped here in this place. So yeah kind of similar vibes. Oh my god, they haven't done Kingdom Hearts Universes Beyond set. How would I feel about that?
Well, the House of Mouse has its own card game.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it has
House of Mouse.
That's what it's called, isn't it?
What?
Disney. That was their moniker for a while.
The House of Mouse.
I can't remember what it's called. It's really.
Oh, Lorcana?
Lorcana, that's it. Yeah. Apparently, it's a decent game. It doesn't really appeal to me because I'm not really into Disney at all.
Yeah, I'm not a child. Like,
I wouldn't go that far. I think a lot of classic Disney animation is very good, but I don't really.
Disney adults. Though,
it's not my personality, you know.
Cringe. Sorry if you're a Disney adult, but I'm not sorry as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of not sorry as well. But like, there's stuff that I'm into that's cringe. So,
I say grow up on our Magic the Gathering podcast, rated 14 plus.
14 plus. No, I think it's 13 plus actually.
Is it 13 plus? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're really appealing to the pre-pubescent boys, early pubescent boys, or whatever.
So, yeah. Sorry, where were we? We went off.
Oh, come on! Like
off piste.
We're so far off target.
I do think though my original point, Stan,
right? Yeah.
Yes, is that you need to, if you are not actually the threat, which not Infinite Turns, VV extra combat steps, you might.
That's sus.
Yeah, you might kind of.
That's like a Mogus meme. Sus, like.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like if you're playing with because these kind of things you're doing, right? Earlier I said about if you're playing with randoms, they're going to maybe have the reaction of like, oh, I've seen this shit before, like kill the fucking Atraxa guy, right? Just from past experience, pickup groups. Or if you're playing with a consistent pod, they're targeting you out every time. Maybe you are playing stuff that is too good, and it's literally just that simple, and you have to,
maybe make something that's intentionally worse than you think is worse than what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
And then say, this is a new deck. Please wipe the slate clean before targeting me with this one.
Yeah. And it's like...
I'm playing actual factual grizzly bear.
Yeah. And I'm always a little suspect of like when people say pet cards, because he was talking about pet cards as well, right? When people's pet cards are just happen to also be like incredibly powerful staples as well. It's like, oh, Smothering Tithe is just one of my pet cards that I like to...
I really like the weird anime artwork one.
Yeah, right. Like, a pet card to me is like, I'm playing like fucking Harmonize in like a deck that has no need to run Harmonize. Just a very kind of whatever, kind of not particularly powerful card. That's what a pet card to me is. But when your pet card is like Rhystic Study, reanimate, these kinds of
Reanimate
things.
is my pet card, to be fair. I
Yeah,
fucking
right.
love Reanimate.
Yeah,
but every
but
time I think about making a reanimated commander deck, it's never any fun for anyone else playing.
Right.
It's just like reanimating like Archon of the whatever, so they can't play spells for the rest of the game. Like on turn 2.
On Iona. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, just lock out everyone's
I
colours.
played
and
that
stuff.
modern deck for a while. There was a Gifts when they unbanned Gifts Ungiven in Modern, which was banned for a while for some reason, by the way.
What Gifts
That
Ungiven
Yeah,
was?
it's fucking hilarious.
Weird, okay.
Oh no, it's banned in Commander. Sorry, it wasn't banned in Modern.
Mm.
It's now unbanned in Commander, but whatever. Oh yeah. So Gifts Ungiven. This is real classic like Questing Beast side tangent.
Uh-huh.
So Gifts Ungiven.
Two boomers reminisce about the time they actually played Magic.
Yeah, basically, right? The wording on the card is you may reveal up to 4 cards from your library.
Yep.
The opponent picks 2 of them and puts them into the graveyard.
They have to have different names as well, don't they?
Yeah,
I
sure.
think. Yeah.
And then the remaining 2 go into your hand. If you only pick 2 cards, they always go into your graveyard. So you'd use Gifts Ungiven to tutor Unburial Rights and Reanimation Target.
Right, yeah, okay.
So they always had to go into your graveyard.
I see, right, okay. Yep.
And you do it in their end step, holding up counter magic or removal.
Yep. And then
it wasn't good, but it was fun.
Yeah, for sure.
But
like
I have a thing, sorry.
Go.
Actually on topic.
Whoa, slow down there.
I think with the pet cards thing, it's a bit I think we're talking about pet cards because we played with them when we started playing Magic, or like a card we really liked in Unlimited. Like one of mine is, I think it's Mercule Chemister from Return to Ravnica.
Okay.
He's really bad. He cares about CMC of cards.
Right.
And he's a 5-mana creature without haste that you have to pay mana to activate and tap.
Right.
So very, very bad in the context of Modern Commander.
Yep.
I just really like that card. I think he's really cool design. And I love CMC matters and, getting fat cards out of your hand and doing something with it other than just like paying the mana cost for them.
You'd probably quite like, there's a mechanic in
Opus,
the new set. The Simic one that's like
Increment. Yeah, I love Evolve.
You
Genuinely, there's a couple of cards for that I'm thinking about for Cube. Yeah,
CMC. Yeah. Cool set, by the way. I pre-released that on Sunday.
We'll get around to that in a sec.
Nice.
Maybe.
Okay.
I haven't finished my point.
Sorry, go on. Yep.
So we're talking about these old cards that are kind of like just power crept.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if we're talking about stuff like VV, maybe this person just really likes Final Fantasy. VV, because I've never played Final Fantasy 8, which I think VV's from.
9, but
it's 9.
Close, yeah.
But apparently they're like one of the main characters of the game, and people really like them.
Yep.
So if your card is just, it's one of the things that's been pinned to be insanely powerful and destroy Pioneer, Standard, and Modern.
In every format that
Commander 2, it just kind of sucks for you, to be honest.
I guess so, yeah. Do you know what? Funny enough, I was thinking I had almost the opposite, or the opposite or not the opposite, but a reaction to VV, which is like, I did play a lot of FF9 when I was a wee lad, and I loved the character of VV, and it was very disheartening to see it become a menace.
A staple,
and everybody fucking hates this thing now, and it's just like, but this is like one of my sort of favorite characters, and I guess that's kind of the danger of like Universes Beyond stuff, is it can take your stuff and just be like, hey, remember this, and then it just like hits you over the head with the flicks you in the face with the card, and you're just like,
releasing
it's not
2
fun
to
anymore.
3 times more sets a year on top of getting rid of like a huge swathe of your QA process, the gameplay process.
Yeah,
they're using the same amount of people to check like 2 times the amount of sets coming out every year.
We fired our QA team and hired Microsoft Copilot.
I'm not even sure they did that. I think they just said, okay, we're going to do twice as many sets a year. Playtest team, you need to test twice as many sets a year. Oh, cool. Are we getting new people? No.
No.
We're getting more time. No, you're getting way less time. We're getting money. Hell!
In this economy. and then the guy in the suit that said it drives off on his jet ski
it drives off on his jet ski that meshes into a Lamborghini that then drives onto a boat, and the boat then flies off.
Yeah. So
the solution is unfortunately, with the Traxxer, like James said, just get another commander. Just get a crappy pair partner commander.
Yeah.
Or just random 4-color thing. Or just sit down and say to people, literally flip over your deck and show people there are no planeswalkers in this deck.
Yeah. Maybe you have to do that.
But with the VV one, I'm afraid you just got to deal with it, dude.
You're shit out of luck
There's no way of getting around that one. Like if you like VV because it's VV, the character, not because it's the mechanics of the piece of cardboard.
Stick it in the 99 and get a different commander. You can still play it, but it's just like, you know.
My personal opinion is Vivi is like Niv Mizzet, but 3 mana instead of 6.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And also generates you insane amounts of mana. If I see Vivi in your deck, I am killing you immediately. Right? You put Vivi in play in your Izzet Spellslinger deck, I am stopping whatever else I am doing, and I am turning every creature sideways at you for the rest of the game. Yep. Because there's only one way the game ends. You die, and therefore I haven't died. Yep. Or you just like spaff your hand on the table, take 16 extra turns, and I lose 40 minutes later after having played a game of Dota Underlords.
Yeah, that is kind of the case. So I think you're you are a bit.
It just sucks for people who like Vivi. There's no way of getting around it. It's just if the card was less powerful, it wouldn't be a problem. But it's so powerful. Yeah. Even I think in the arena version they changed a bit. They made it so you had to tap it or something, or it only get. I can't remember the exact thing. But you know what? Let me have a quick look. But they changed it. So maybe you could try and print off a version of Vivi and say I'm playing the.
I'm always like when it comes. I was going to say like you could house rule it, but I'm always a bit like on house ruling stuff. Like I feel like even if you play with the same group like over and over again, like house ruling just starts like a kind of. I mean, I know a slippery slope argument isn't always the best, but like it can start, you know, a house rule kind of cascade.
Yeah.
It can start like a house rules cascade of just like, oh well, you know, why don't we change this little rule and this little rule, and then you're just like buried in fucking, you know, hot fixes to your own personal like commander group. So I wouldn't personally go down the house rule route.
Yeah, the change on Arena was just you have to tap it to activate the thing. You can't do it the turn it comes into play.
Yeah,
and you can only do it once. As well, you can't do the shit with Cauldron. As well, if you exile multiple VVs under the Cauldron, you can activate the ability for each one of those VVs on every creature counter. Yeah, it's really fucked up. That Pioneer deck I've been brewing for a while, like, won't do anything, and then sometimes it spends literally like 18 mana on turn 3.
Nice.
And you've just made a board of like 6 7/7s, and they're dead the next turn.
I suppose it's not as big a problem. That's not specifically as big a problem in Commander because you're only going to have the one. But yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe just. I think if you really want to play it, take it out of the command zone, put it in the 99, and like maybe you have the 1 or 2 games where you draw it and you go nuts. As long as you're not tutoring for it, so you get to like play it sometimes. But like, I think there are just cards where you play it, you're just going to have to suck up the fact that now you have a target on your head because, you know, for a myriad of reasons, like either it's too powerful for the group you're playing with, or it's just a like pretty like bonkers card on its own. And, you know, it's like someone puts down the risk. Our friend Matt used to say, like, you know, you play heuristic study, and you basically just guarantee that everyone hits you. And it's not because it's too powerful, even though heuristic study is, you know, powerful card. It's because every time someone plays a spell, you go, do you play the 1? And then everyone goes like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. And then they hit you until you're dead. And then you can no longer say, do you want to play the, you know?
Yeah.
So, I think this one is kind of on you to just.
Bit of a lost cause, unfortunately.
Yeah, you just kind of had to suck it up and you know, you could play the same deck if they're not powerful decks, but you're just going to have to change the commander, you know?
If only they've done a Final Fantasy set where they do like 8 versions of the same character because there aren't enough characters in the set. You could have different BBs.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you feel that way and you like Spider-Man, you're in luck because there's 4 billion Spider-Mans.
There's like
Spider-Mans?
7 or 8 of each fucking turtle if you count the double cards or something stupid.
Yeah, you're eating well if you're into that. But so should we move along?
Yeah.
Basically,
summary:
lost cause. It's all hopeless.
Shit sucks.
Yeah. So your decks, go and play Lorcana instead.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Yeah. Okay, all right.
I'm going to open this can of Pepsi. Fanta, while I remember.
Open it into the microphone.
Do you want me to?
Nice, that'll be good. It didn't clip. Oh, it did. It's fine.
Oh my god, I remember seeing this fucking stupid thing, some radio show in the UK. The dumbest fucking thing.
Yeah.
A guy had to guess what can of, whether a beer or a can of Coke was being opened 10 times in a row. And they did it. It was so what? Everyone was losing their minds. Like, I was so confident
Peak
as well.
British, yeah. Have you seen fucking Scrandle?
Scrandle?
So it's like it, you know, like Wordle and shit. Basically, it'll give you 10. It's foot, like people have taken pictures of their food at football matches, and and it compares the two, gives you the price of them, and you have to pick which one you think is more popular.
Right.
So it'll be like people's like shit looking like chips and mushy peas and
so grim.
steak and ale pie like in a bucket of gravy, and it's like £15.50 versus like
that's pretty good value for a football
versus
match
just
meal.
like sausage, and it's just like a hot dog with no condiments or something,
no bun,
and it's like and it's like £3.50 or whatever. You have to guess which one you think. It's really funny. They do a Friday like meme one as well. So me and Kirsty were doing it this morning, and it was like all like hospital food, like food that people have been served in hospitals. It's like disgusting looking shit. It's very funny. Okay. All right. Question number 2. This one's a nice short and sharp one and might get us in trouble. Where is the line for IP crossovers? Call of Duty, adult film stars, Israel versus Palestine deal deck. Oh boy. Gonna have to cut a lot out of this one, I think. Thanks, Ollie.
That's it. You just wanted to ask Israel versus Palestine ?
Yeah, give us your thoughts.
Give us your thoughts.
Here's my top 10 conversation openers at a wedding for people you don't know.
Yeah.
So, Israel Palestine thoughts?
Did you know your iPhone was made by a child slave?
What do you think about that? Cool, huh? Yeah. What's the line? I mean, I feel like we're already over the fucking line as far as what I can.
Yeah, but like, where would you draw the line, right? You know, like we had the discussion the other week of like, everyone has a price, right?
Yeah.
Like, where's the line? What would you say that the most least acceptable Universes Beyond thing is?
Oh God, that's really tough for me because like I already just feel I know
personally I feel like any of them is bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm a complete MTG purist, but like let's loosen the tie a bit, right?
Yeah.
Like, for the sake of discussion.
Yeah. Like I feel like I was gonna say when you start bringing like real world stuff, like you know, Magic X FIFA might be kind of incredibly cringe.
Oh no, he plays as Messi.
Yeah.
Tapped with Messi.
Yeah, like actual real world people, but then like they kind of.
I play my bend it like Beckham. It redirects the target of a spell to something else.
Oh no, Dan, you're giving them ideas
again
because that mechanically works, doesn't it? You know. I think I was gonna say like I did say when you start bringing in real world stuff, but like they already did The Walking Dead like super early on, right?
It was the first thing they did, yeah.
It was like the first. Was it that?
It was a secret lair, yeah.
Yeah, but they did do like basically like alt art, didn't they? Before that, right?
No,
wasn't this The Walking Dead one where they did it like mechanically unique ones for the first time?
They did, yeah, correct.
But there was stuff before that, right? Was there like
that
Commander
was the
stuff?
first time we'd had
Universes Beyond
anything that wasn't set in the Magic the Gathering universe.
Really? I thought there was stuff where they'd done like, you know, like maybe Commander decks that were.
I don't think so. I think
maybe not.
Open the floodgates.
Yeah.
Or like you know, creak like.
Yeah. Poke the door open a little bit.
Poke the door open a little bit. Let the water start trickling.
So did it go after that? Because that didn't get a great reception, right? It was after that where they're like, we don't.
No, it did get a great reception. It sold buckets because The Walking Dead is very popular, especially with people who like Magic the Gathering.
Right. Okay. So we have that to blame basically for. Yeah.
As much as you do with any of this current age of IP bleeding.
Yeah. People, you vote with your wallet, don't you? People vote with their wallets, and people fucking love this shit. It's It's just. We finally done it. Dan, we've got it. We've opened the Universes Beyond moan about discussion, which we said we would never do. But
thanks.
Here we are doing it. I mean, it's the elephant in the room, really, isn't it? Like in Magic at the moment. Like
it's not just with Magic. Magic is not unique in this.
No, it's not. But it's. I think it is like a kind of pop culture homogenization thing that has sort of happened with. Like many IPs where you get cross like there's so many video games now, right, where you get like Helldivers crossover with was it Halo or Killzone or something like that? You know what I mean? Like
Dota 2 had a Monster Hunter event a few months ago.
Yeah, there's like so much of this.
Fortnite is just IP crossovers, obviously.
There was oh shit, what was it? There's a fighting game, not Tekken, not Street Fighter, Soul Calibur. It was Soul Calibur.
I haven't thought about Soul Calibur in a while.
Yeah. Soul Calibur 3 or 4 had like Darth Vader and Yoda in it.
Oh yeah, I
and The
remember that,
Apprentice.
yeah. You had
who
to
was
unlock them, didn't you?
Yeah. Yoda was particularly egregious just because he was so fucking short that most like horizontal attacks just went straight over him, which is kind of But yeah, I mean, I suppose there's been some amount of that shit going on for
Time immemorial
for quite a while, but like, man, it's just got to the point where there's like so much of that, like, IP crossover stuff, and like, I don't know, so I feel like maybe we're already just like past and it's
I'm at the point now
in
where
franchise Magic players. I feel like us, or like maybe Magic players from a certain era. I think we all generally people I've spoken to feel roughly the same way. But I literally at the pre-release, there was a guy sitting down from me who was just going like, yeah, and then like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing came out, and Spider-Man, like, and that's all set in like New York, and it's just like it doesn't fit, it doesn't like gel with like the rest of the set. And I was like, oh yeah, this guy thinks the same. And he goes, and I love that. I'd like to see more of that kind of thing. And I was just like, just absolutely like the meme of the car like steering off the road, or just like good opinion forward, and he just veers off into just like dog shit, in my opinion, dog shit opinion about Universes Beyond. He's just like, I'd love to see more of them do stuff that like totally doesn't fit in the. It's like, oh god, why?
I think personally for me, there's a bunch of like I'm at the point now where I don't care. Like, unfortunately, for a narrative perspective, you either have it or you don't. There's not really a middle ground.
No.
Because otherwise you end up in the situation where it's like, oh, so the Final Fantasy universe is a subset within the Magic the Gathering universe, right? Yeah. In theory,
right,
and so on and so forth. And then there's no canon anymore. Everything is just whatever. So there isn't any canon anymore.
It's like
that's okay. I've accepted that and I've moved on.
It's like comic book multiverse logic stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all like the same way. Yeah. I used to be a massive X-Men fan because I really like any comic where there's some form of philosophical discussion happening beyond I punch the bad guy with my laser eyes, right? And X-Men is like the persecution of minorities, like historically gay, transsexual people, also ethnic minorities as well. It doesn't really touch on like some runs have talked about like being black in America,
right?
But like really, it's mainly like coming out as a mutant is surprise coming out as gay. Wow, crazy that.
Yeah.
And then at some point they just go, oh, let's stick them in the main universe. So now mutants and superheroes exist in the same thing. So the X-Men aren't special anymore, right?
Right. Okay.
This has happened before I was born, right? I'm not saying this is some random thing that happened recently and it's terrible.
No, but it's
it just fucks your own story. You just can't tell. Not everything has to like reference or be linked to everything else.
Yeah.
Just make a little bubble and put your story in that bubble and go along with it. So I've given up on the narrative part. What I would like is one, for Universes Beyond to ideally not be in standard, but that's gone. Right?
I remember.
What I would like instead is Universes Beyond to not cost more than a normal standard booster pack. Because I think I said this the other day.
Does it really? You have to pay more for it?
Depending on the one. So the Final Fantasy one, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Avatar one, they all cost different prices.
Oh my god, what? So boosted is just...
Booster is not a booster anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, despite it coming out of the same printer, costing the same amount to make.
Same piece of shitty cardboard.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so that sucks.
Yep, that's bad.
So if the same price should always be the same price.
Yeah, booster should cost
if you're going to do premium, I can understand premium boosters not in standard.
Yeah, okay.
I don't agree with it, right? But I can at least understand that when I was buying Modern Masters product to play, like draft and get singles for my competitive decks, I was like, cool. Well, this is like a once a year thing, maybe twice a year thing, and I'm paying for stuff that I can't get in standard.
Yep.
And they're reprinting it through this.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Not thinking about it too much, but it's like just getting into standard now. It's like I need to go to a draft. How much does the draft cost? Well, it depends what the set is.
And that's assuming that there's any in stock.
Yeah, there's any in stock, and there's enough people who actually want to draft, because everyone, like myself, I just draft on Arena now.
Yeah, which is such a bummer, man.
And
I think that's one of the things with like the release like cadence as well now, is just like you don't get enough time to go and like you used to be able to really like my yourself in the draft of like a set.
You say that, but like, given how bad the Spider-Man and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles draft sets were,
maybe it's better that it moved on quicker.
Yeah. It's because they're not deep sets, and I've done what, like 3 drafts of Strixhaven now.
Okay.
And I don't think it's the best set. It's got a lot of problems that rarity sets have, and that like you kind of figure out what lane you're in and then ignore anything that isn't doing the thing.
Right.
Because like if you're playing red-white, you don't care about anything that doesn't fuck with the graveyard.
Right.
You need some removal spells, of course.
Yeah.
And like sometimes a bomb will happen. But if you're not doing the red-white graveyard thing, your deck is worse than the red-white deck doing the graveyard thing.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Okay.
The same, I 7-0'd with a blue-green increment deck with 3 increment creatures in.
Right.
Don't know how. I just like, I had one rare, I drew it once, it was terrible. But like I just like ramped a lot and played like that big 6-mana common that's a 6/6 that stuns something and it's got trample.
Okay.
I had 4 of them, so I just played a lot of that. Like,
big
I had a lot of draw spell.
Deck, yeah.
I just ramped and drew and played big fatties and they couldn't kill it.
Cool.
But so I don't think you really want the sets to go on that long, just because the sets aren't super deep at the moment. There are some deep sets. Like Avatar was a deep set.
Yeah.
It was pretty complicated, and I think it's pretty overhyped. Personally, the limited environment, I don't think it's a bad one. I just think it was so, like a lot of limited environments now, it's very bomb heavy. The removal's decent, but the bombs just determine the games. Like the tempo of the game honestly doesn't matter that much.
It's always
for the
kind
most
of
part.
been the case with limited though.
They had a sweet spot for a while where that wasn't always the case, where bombs were powerful, but they wouldn't just like end the game the turn if you untap with them.
Yeah, right.
We had that like way back when, where removal was shit and bombs were really good.
Yeah.
But a bomb was like a Baneslayer Angel. Baneslayer Angel isn't that good anymore. Even in limited, it's good, right? I'm picking Baneslayer Angel.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not like, oh my god, I open Baneslayer Angel. Like, my hand is 5 lands and Baneslayer Angel. Yeah. I'm putting that back.
They cast a piece of common removal that's like 2 mana and just
it's
kills
like
it.
3 mana,
unconditional
4 mana.
Kill it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, it's good, but it's not like the thing that you build your draft deck around.
Yeah, sure.
Where,
yeah, so okay, I can kind of.
So what I would like, this is the next part of, if they're going to keep doing this, just give us a like what they did. They ended up unwillingly doing with the Spider-Man, and it seems what they're going to do with the next Marvel set. Of just give us a universes within one.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. That universes within thing for the Spider-Man set was ass as well.
Oh, you have to design with it in mind. Yeah,
the vibes were all
everything.
Fucked.
This is a random plane with loads of spiders in it.
That was just like.
Also, we've added the hero subtype. Oh,
because yeah, don't worry about it. That definitely felt like oh shit, we haven't been able to acquire the digital rights quickly. Like, you know, like let's jam this together. Maybe the line, I've been thinking about this while you've been yakking. Maybe the line is like, and I saw someone.
Sorry, did you say yakking?
Yakking, yeah.
Not yapping.
Yakking, like talking.
Like.
Well, you've been yakking, you know, talking
like
a bunch.
The 4-legged hairy beast you would find on a mountainside.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
That would be an 04 and cost 1 mana.
Isn't that an ox? I'm pretty sure that's an ox.
Yeah, ox, yak, whatever. Similar kind of vibe.
I don't actually know what a yak is related to be honest.
No, me neither. Well, talking a lot.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway.
As you were saying.
I think the line might be, and I saw someone say this is like a theory, that, you know, there's a set coming out that's called like Reality Fracture, I think.
Like, I'm down. Have you seen some of the spoilers?
No. Does it look good? Or does it look like what I think I'm about to say? That
you tell me and I'll tell you.
So the theory I saw is that is going to be like a crossover in the sense that like the Universes Beyond stuff actually crosses over like fully into the Magic universe. That was the theory that someone.
Yeah, I kind of get the cynicism behind that, but no, it's sick. It's fucking. What was it? Was it Time Spiral, the weird set where we had Tarmogoyf for the first time and everything was off? It's that again.
Oh, cool.
So like, there's like Chandra Torch of Defiance. Spoilers, by the way, guys. Chandra Torch of Defiance is getting a reprint.
Okay,
into
cool.
standard.
Cool
card. There's also a blue Chandra.
Oh. Okay.
And so there's going to be like 12 or something planeswalkers in this thing, because every planeswalker is getting their real universe one and the alternative universe one.
Oh, okay.
So Ral Zarek apparently in the
there's a black Ral Zarek planeswalker.
Yeah, he's got an icon on it, which is what Jace is wearing. He's got an icon on his lapel.
Okay.
Which is what weird Jace, who's Phyrexian fucked, when has been doing weird random shit that I don't really understand what he's doing.
Yeah, I haven't really. Yeah.
He's the protagonist now. He's trying to fix everything and make everything back to how it was, but he's balked in the head because he's part robot now. Even
though things are kind of settled down, right, lore-wise, a bit. Like, yeah.
It's cool. It's okay. I'm happy. I love it when you have one of the things. I really fucking hate cycles in Magic the Gathering.
Right.
Right.
Interesting.
And I think they're boring. I think they're uninteresting. I think they're uninspired design.
I love a charm cycle.
No, a charm cycle is cool because they're not like everything does the same.
Yeah, okay.
What I mean is like there's a like it's not so much cycles as in like okay, so my peak example of a hatred is when they did the canopy the Horizon lands to follow on from Horizon Canopy.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool use of green white using lands that it doesn't need to draw cards, and then every color gets it. And it's not interesting anymore.
Homogenizing stuff again, isn't it?
Yeah. So what I really like is when they go, we're going to Innistrad, right? This is a black mana plane. Everything on this plane will interact with the graveyard.
Right.
That's cool. That's flavor told through mechanics.
Yeah.
So like them doing like another time spiral type thing is like, we're seeing what we can get away with.
Yeah.
We might add trample onto spells. You know, like this sort of stuff. You know, they're pushing the boundaries. It's cool. And as long as they don't just creep the fuck out of it, it'll be good. We're talking about Universes Beyond, by the way. What's the line? It's definitely not Israel versus Palestine.
Well, what I meant was like maybe the line is actually those things crossing over it, like, and now it is just part of the Magic canon as well.
Dude, the Magic canon's dead. Unfortunately, the Magic cannon
is killed.
It's been taken out back and sold a
put
cryptocurrency.
Put on the Starship Enterprise and shot into deep space.
I'm so upset.
You love Star Trek.
I love old Trek, but I love old Star Trek, and like I'm just so sad that I'm going to get Captain Picard doing the the meme, the fucking slaps forehead meme, facepalm meme.
There'll be a card called Slaps Forehead.
Yeah.
That's
it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, I guess our answer really then is that the line has already long since been like bulldozed straight through, and like, you know. Let's
twist this around then. So we actually give an answer that isn't just fucking depressing. Right?
Right. See what I can do about that. But.
What set would you like to see? For example, a Dark Souls Magic the Gathering set. Do you think that would fit within the vibe of Magic the Gathering? Because we've both said we can kind of see Avatar working, right?
Yeah,
neither is. I'm a big fan of Avatar. You don't really care about it. Yeah. I really like Avatar and Korra, and I'm very excited for the film and the next series coming out next year. But like, I don't want to see it in Magic. But I can kind of see, because it's fantasy-esque. Well, it is fantasy, but like, it's not the same sort of fantasy. There's a lot of technology in Avatar. That's a whole other thing. But that works in it kind of works. Yeah, so like, would you see like Elden Ring, like Dark Souls? You don't like Elden Ring, but Dark Souls. Would you see Dark Souls being Universes Beyond?
Again, it's like, I think my problem with Universes Beyond ties back to like the good old days of like people posting their custom deviant art like cards, and it's like, and Universes Beyond feels like basically that, but like now it's real type of thing, and that's kind of like the problem I have with every. So like, I always, almost regardless of what it is, I just have a kind of visceral like cringe reaction to it because of people making their like custom Sephiroth card from
no, you don't need a custom one. You don't need a custom Sonic the Hedgehog card anymore either.
It's real. It's all real. Like, you know,
satire is dead.
Yeah. So I don't think I know you wanted to give a non-depressing answer, but like I do agree with you though. There is probably some stuff where like maybe it's something to do with if you can tie the mana, the pinnacle of magic or whatever, like identity, like if you can tie mana into those things, and like maybe something like Avatar fits that a little bit better because it's got kind of like a fantasy, there is a fantasy element. The Lord of the Rings set, like it kind of works. Baldur's Gate or Forgotten Realms or whatever kind of works. I don't think
the Lord of the Rings set does work. It doesn't work in any of the flavor for magic. The only thing it works in is in like Tolkien invented the concept of
fantasy,
elves, of modern fantasy, right. But like, it's so evolved so far beyond that. Like, magic in Lord of the Rings is like nothing happens on screen. Or in the in the event, everything happens behind it, and it's like literal acts of God, because like Gandalf and whatever are they are literal agents of God.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Like,
I'm paraphrasing this a bit, but like they are literally enacting God's will on the planet. Like,
so okay, like maybe, but you know what I mean. Like, and that's why I kind of agree with you on the Avatar thing. It works a little bit better than Spider-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whatever the acronym is for it.
I'll tell you one Universes Beyond I actually really did like.
Yeah.
D&D.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, is it Avengers in Forgotten Realms? Is that the name of the set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Baldur's Gate one they
kind
did
of
as well,
expansion-y bit through it.
which really flavorfully captured a lot of the characters in the game.
Like that worked.
It's a shame that they're never like I can't remember the name of the studio. Larian are never going to work with Wizards of the Coast ever again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were very shitty with the rights to their game and how they wanted things done. And Larian were like, "We're just going to make our own game again. We're going to go back to making the Divinity series."
Oh, right.
See
okay.
ya.
I didn't know there was a drama.
I don't think it's drama as much as they just didn't want to be at the whims of Wizards deciding that they had to do X, Y, Z.
Right.
They just wanted to make and release a video.
Baldur's Gate, yeah. Oh, sorry. D&D thing kind of worked pretty well. Like as a set. Like I think that was good.
That being said, though, D&D and Magic: The Gathering, canonically, before we got into all this Universes Beyond bullshit, are in the same.
Yeah, because there's like
space.
D&D stuff or like modules for
Yeah,
like
there's
Ravnica.
like 10 of them or something crazy. There's Ravnica, there's Amonkhet. I believe there's like Innistrad.
Yeah.
I think they did one for Ikoria.
Yeah.
They've done loads. They're not like big books. They're like 100-page supplements.
It all sits in the same kind of like general vibe, doesn't it? Like those things. So it works a lot better than like, yeah. I mean, like, so I think the line is long crossed to wrap up for this thing. I think the line is
winding topic. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you could go on forever, can we? We could do like a whole podcast, probably just every week an hour.
We're talking about the pros and cons of Call of Duty being a video
moaning about Universes Beyond, but like I think maybe the absolute like line. I mean, because I don't tend to put Universes Beyond stuff in any of my like Commander decks, or like if I had a cube, I probably wouldn't put any Universes Beyond stuff in it. Yeah, real world, like real worldy things is like, I mean, God, there's already like Warhammer and shit. There's like Warhammer Commander decks and stuff, and I think that feels like bad to me as well. So yeah, lines crossed, baby. We're already over it. We've pierced the veil. There you go, Pierce the Veil X Magic the Gathering crossover. I don't think I even listened to Pierce the Veil.
You put one of those cards in your deck. They have one called King for a Day.
That's kind of cool name.
Yeah,
but I don't.
Song. I don't know.
I don't listen to Pierce the Veil. I don't know.
I'm not young enough, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't think I was ever young enough to listen to Pierce the Veil.
Even when I wasn't. Yeah. So it's depressing answer, but you know, that is what it is. So
right.
Yeah.
Hopefully something a bit more positive for our third question.
Yeah, let's go.
We don't have to be so fucking sad about.
Lighthearted, cheery,
Oh, I don't know if it's lighthearted, but like something that we're not just like, there's no answer to the question we're being asked other than it's fucked, mate.
The answer is it fucking sucks. Get used to it. Suck it up.
Shit's fucked. Deal with it. Okay, here we go. Dear Question Beast, as an inexperienced Magic player, whenever I play Magic, I find myself overwhelmed by people making jokes or references about cards I have no idea about. It is so awkward being at a draft when someone says, "Blimey, I really hope Tom Bombadil's socks aren't in this cube," and everyone would expect me to understand why that would be funny. I've tried sitting and reading long lists of cards, but they don't sink in, and as you may be aware, there are quite a few cards knocking about. Do you have any tips of how I could get to grips with more of Magic's enormous catalogue of cards, or do I just need to stop being such a scrub and play the game more? Sincerely, me.
Was this what you put this in?
Apparently.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well,
I'm being ghostlit into writing questions for our own podcast.
I'm sure I can explain Magic the Gathering to you, someone far better at it than me. Yeah, that like, do you know what? Right, that is a tough one, and I definitely remember sort of getting into Magic more back in the day, feeling this exact kind of experience. Not exactly this, but that kind of general thing where, like, you know, I go along to a draft, and if you have met me in real life at a Magic draft, you'll have heard me make the comment that one of my pet fucking peeves is when, and it happens every draft, some knob at the table will get their pack, pick it up, and go, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is still in the pack. Windmill slam." Like, kind of, like, wow, you're so clever that you have identified, like, a good card. That's really impressive. Do you know what I mean? That is, like, such a shitty, condescending attitude that, or it comes off as shitty and condescending, and it just, that triggers the fuck out of me. And often what will happen is I'll make that a joke to, like, break the ice at a draft pod, and then someone will do it.
Yeah,
as a bit,
especially in Cube.
Yeah, it's really funny in Cube. In Cube, it's funny because once I've said that and people start doing it, but like, I think back when I started playing, I definitely felt like super out of my depth, and like people at the table that like knew what they're doing. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm such a moron. Like I'm so stupid. Like blah, 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 you know. So I can empathize with that thought of like I don't know what I'm doing, and especially if you're cubing when you're playing, like if you're a newer player, that's even more elevated because you're not just playing with like a bunch of chaff that like everybody is kind of learning at the same time.
Yeah,
there's a good chance that you're playing with people that have been.
You're playing with fan favorite cards.
Yeah,
that have history and
everyone at the table has probably like got some amount of. But I think maybe now like the sort of people that are cubing, from me anyway, like I don't keep up with a lot of cards now, and there's a lot of stuff that even in a cube might go around, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what this does. Like, not read this or whatever.
I refuse to read this. Don't know what it does.
Yeah, I also do that as well. I just feel like too many lines
personal, just don't like it.
Yeah, too many lines of text, not drafting it. But like,
yeah, sorry about that.
But so I guarantee you that normally there would probably actually be at least one other person in your pod that like probably feels the same way as you do. I mean, you can make a joke out of it, you know, for starters. You can kind of like play into the fact that you've got no idea what's going on, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, vernacular just comes with time, right? Like you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It sounds dumb, but the answer is just to play more.
Yeah.
And like kind of ignore the stuff that isn't obviously being referenced to something in front of you because it probably isn't relevant.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times Magic players like to reference, like we do all the time, old things from weird interactions or nicknames from ages ago.
Yep.
That honestly aren't that relevant for modern Magic players.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. True.
And if you're playing Commander, just roll with the punches and just try and...
You know, someone starts explaining the Fiend Hunter trick to you, and it's just like, no one's doing that anymore. Like, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah. I'm not paying 3 mana for my temporary exile effect to give you the thing back.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, you know.
I know the Fiend Hunter trick, the old O-ring wording,
yeah. So, like, if someone starts saying that to you, just like, what the fuck are you talking about, mate? Who cares? Get over it, boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, all that kind of, that's not even in the cube. Yeah, it is really just a case of like, play more. Don't worry about like people having the little like giggle. There will definitely be people in your pod that are, you know, in the same boat where they're like, oh my god, I don't recognize half of these cards. I thought I knew Magic, but like, you know, I don't. I mean, we did when we went to the Cube. Was it Cube Clash in Birmingham?
Shout out Cube Clash. Great time.
Yeah. Please, more Cube Clash. I think are they doing one in London coming up or
there's nothing been posted.
No?
I was gonna post on the Discord that they have, asking if anyone's going to the Spotlight event next month.
Oh yeah.
I said next month. It's like in 3 weeks.
I think it's like not this weekend. I think it's not next weekend, but the weekend after.
10th we're going.
2 weeks away.
Yeah. Oh, I need to respond. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway. Yeah. Catch us at
Come Cube
Spotlight event.
All of the people who are listening to this probably.
Yeah, all the people that
already are coming or not, or
are going to be in the car with us. Yeah. So
the listeners are in the car with you right now.
Are the listeners in the car? Are they in the room? Why do you keep calling them callers? Nobody's calling in.
My suggestion is start making up your own vernacular. Just really fuck with them.
Yeah. Reference cards that don't exist.
No. Reference cards that exist, and then just pretend like they've always been called that.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Like just think of something like looking at the card or from the name like a pun, and then just do it and insist with utmost certainty that they've always been nicknamed that.
Yeah.
And you can't believe that the other people don't know what they are.
Yeah. You're like, wow, you're so out of touch, Grandad. Like, yeah. That's what all the kids are calling this these days. I think it's pretty bold to do if you're a newer player to go into Cube as well. I respect that, like, because I think it's funny to me that like 2 of the I think best ways to play Magic, almost like casually, are in a sense are like Commander's the most popular, obviously, but like Commander and Cube almost, because Cube like you get to do the drafting but for free. You know, if you're assuming you've got someone with a cube or whatever. So, you know, free in quotation marks, but still like for free. But both of these formats are probably some of the most like complicated to learn for a new player.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they originally tried to get you in playing Standard.
Yeah.
Because it's the smallest card pool with, in theory, the simplest cards. Not the case anymore.
Yeah.
But like...
when the rotation is every like 40 years or whatever.
where the set, the format isn't even as big as it's going to be, and it's still bigger than like pioneer for the first 3 years of his existence.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, respect to you for like jumping into cube for the first thing. But I think, especially if you're cubing, you will just eventually, like, you'll play a bunch of cube and you will just suddenly realize that you get it. You know what I mean? Like, you played enough cube, you'll have seen enough of the cards, you'll have played with enough of them, that now you'll like, and you'll have played enough games where you experience like the sort of backs and forths that happen in the interactions and things. You'll be like, oh right, okay, I get what this person was talking about.
Mhm.
One of the first times I ever cubed, I cast Upheaval, having never cast Upheaval or having seen someone cast Upheaval before. Dan's about to spit his drink out.
Yep.
I did not understand that the way you play Upheaval is you spam a bunch of mana rocks out, you generate a bunch of mana, you go up on mana, you cast Upheaval, you play the mana rocks out.
Did you think it said non-land permanence by any chance?
No, I just saw it as just like, oh, it's just a 6 mana reset the board.
Mm-hmm.
Upheaval is not played like that. So I played my 6th land, cast an Upheaval to reset the game, and passed the turn and discarded a bunch of cards.
Yep.
I didn't know that's what you're supposed to do, you know? Yep. You will very quickly fucking learn how these cards are supposed to sort of behave after you
I love an Upheaval.
Yeah, slip on a banana peel and head hit yourself like head first into things like that.
Or just be on the receiving end of someone knowing how to getting a good Upheaval deck and upheavaling you and you just fucking losing the game on the spot.
Yep. So like
I've Upheaval, and then I play 4 mana rocks with all my floating mana. Yep. Don't discard any cards. Back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I draw off my turn. I play a land. I discard like 7 cards.
Pass. Yeah. So, you will just accumulate those experiences, and then you'll be in the know. And if you're playing cube again, like it's free. It's not like you're burning a bunch of money to learn that shit, right? It's not like you're paying. That's the thing. When I was the thing I was talking about earlier, when I was going, I was like paying to go and draft, and then just feeling completely out of my depth.
Yep.
Like I'm paying for that experience as well. And there'd always be like maybe 1 or 2 like this was a while ago as well. So like kind of a bit more of like a typical shitty attitude might be more acceptable at the table. So you'd always get the people just being like, you're more likely to get the guy just being like, oh, this is still in the pack, idiots, windmill slam. Kind of, you get a bit more of that attitude back then maybe. So and I was paying for that privilege. So doing cube, just keep bashing your head into games, and eventually you will get it. It really is just the case. But play more.
Yeah, there's not really much else to it, to be honest. You only learn combos by seeing the combo. I mean, you can have every combo explained to you, but if you're like me, it goes in one ear out the other.
Yeah.
Just
you don't need to sit there
get Splinter Twin nerd, and then you know what Splinter Twin means.
Yeah. Like you don't need to sit there and try and like read all the sort of the cards. Like maybe you want to look at the cube list or something if you're the person you're cubing with has put it up on Cube Cobra or whatever on Moxfield or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Let's cube, sure. Cube. The best way to
I
learn,
have focused
learn
on
a
cube
format
because they've mentioned
is just
cube in
to
their
focus.
thing.
It's just play a shit ton of the format.
Yeah,
like any format, be that constructed or limited. Just play a bunch of games, and you'll know what the cards do, and you'll start thinking in the shorthand.
Yeah,
because that's what humans do. We like to shortcut things and
yeah.
associate patterns and put things in nice little neat boxes and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised thinking about it that there isn't like someone hasn't made like a YouTube channel of explaining like the top combo commander combo decks and like cards to watch out for.
There probably is something like that.
I mean, like for commander as well, you could probably, if you really want to just look at what's good and what people are probably referring to in something like commander, you can probably just go on EDH Rack and look at the top 100 cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like, if you're not sure what they really do, click on the thing, it will show you what decks they're in. Maybe that will make sense, but that's 100 cards though.
I think you can, but at the end of the day,
I don't think it's a good way of doing it.
Yeah,
I think you just want to play.
Nothing beats like just actually seeing like it, the experience of
doing
upheavaled,
yeah.
Of upheavaling yourself, which is what I functionally did.
Oh, sweet summer child.
Yeah, like Snapcaster Mage upheaval.
My experience of the Power Cube was getting upheavaled like a fucking spoon. It was very funny.
Yeah,
like,
this was.
I didn't understand how that card was okay, and now I've tried to build so many upheaval decks in Power Cube. It's not good.
Right.
It's so bad in Power Cube.
Hard to make work, innit?
Yeah, well, because you it's like a thing you have in your deck that also has a bunch of mana, rather than a thing you pick and then try and force.
Yeah, right.
Because there's other things you can do with the mana, but upheaval has to have the mana.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
So you learn what the strengths and the weaknesses are by just like getting fucked by something and then trying to do it.
Yeah.
It's a very common thing.
Failing at trying to do it and going
and then you know what the pressure points are.
Yeah.
Like, so the best way in standard or any 1v1 format of Magic to learn how to play against a deck is to play the deck yourself.
Yeah.
Because you learn where you just really struggle, and that's where you can apply pressure.
Yeah. Yeah. So just keep plugging away at it, basically.
Keep plugging away, buddy. I believe in you.
You'll get there. Yeah. All right. I think we are going to wrap it up there. I think that is a bit more of a positive. We did actually end up on
just enjoy playing the game of Magic.
Yeah, I think we did end up on a more positive note actually after making jokes about trying to
just play Magic. It's fun. It's a great game. It's the best card game ever made, in my opinion. Not close. It's got flaws, but like God, when the game's good, it's so fucking good.
So good. So yeah, and I think there is enough ways to play it that even like curmudgeons like us that are just like, I don't want to see Spider-Man. Like we can play in such a way that we don't have to ever see it if we don't want to.
Yeah, we can play in a blue cloudless sky with nothing to yell at.
Yeah. So, thanks for tuning in. And if you've got some questions, we'd love to hear from you, please. Because we need some questions to keep going. So, send them into questionbeastpodcast@gmail.com. I had to think about that as well, that email address, even though I've read it out like a million times now. But questionbeastpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, send them in. Hit us with your thoughts and feelings and emotions.
Yeah, please do. Or hot takes as well.
Yeah, hot takes.
I'll happily argue with James over something I have no attachment to.
Just for the sake of it.
Just for the sake of it, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, lovely to hear from you, please. And we'll maybe see you at MTG Spotlight Series. Otherwise, look forward to like being sent Anthrax in the mail or whatever, and we'll catch you later.
Yeah, I've got Anthrax in my Gmail.
It's the Universes Beyond Anthrax, as in the thrash metal band, the crossover.
Metal band, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cry for the Indians. I can't. I've seen them live like 3 times unintentionally.
That's pretty.
It's grim. It's grim, man. They're not. Yeah. They're pretty bad. Actually.
Yeah. People talk. They're one of the big 4, right? But like nobody remembers. Anthrax. Yeah.
Slayer have like 2 songs.
Yep.
And are otherwise quite influential for a bunch of bands nobody cares about.
Yep. But then the big 4, i.e., actually the big 2.
It's Metallica. It's Metallica. Dave Mustaine, who wishes he was still in Metallica, and 2 bands that were kind of like coming up at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
The big 4.
Big 4.
Metallica definitely came out of that on top. Anyway, all right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.